Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if you're new, and I make videos about adult coloring mostly. Today's video is another episode of what I call my coloring updates, where I just put a little bit of everything into one video about what I'm up to and things that I've been doing on my craft desk. So I hope you enjoy the episode and let's get into it. So we're going to start with a oil pastel background, and this is Joanna Basford's Magical Worlds, her more recent coloring book. And it's hard to keep track lately. These coloring books are coming out so quick, but I am using my Mungyo oil pastels. And a lot of people are asking me about blending them. I noticed that people are having a hard time blending them, and they're getting like chunks of colors that are not blended. So what you want to do is you want to run each color into the other. And then when you're blending with your finger or whatever you're using, blend the two colors into each other. So that'll help you get a better blend. And you can see how much oil pastel I'm using. I'm using a lot. I'm putting a lot of oil pastel down there. I did take one of my Art Deco neons to add some neon green and neon yellow to the very edge there. And I will be doing a video about all my neon art supplies coming up soon. So that'll be a fun one. But here you could see that I am blending from light to dark. And I have to be careful, obviously, because this can be very messy. But I'm trying to blend the colors into each other. And that way there isn't a clear definition between the colors. It looks like a smoother gradient that way. So hopefully it helps to see another background like this. I know a lot of you guys were trying to play with oil pastels. Just keep playing with it. You know, it's you'll get the hang of it. But I really like it because it's so vibrant, so quick, and I don't mind getting messy with my fingers. So to me, it's worth it. And I do fix it. I will show you. I fix it with the satin glazing liquid. And here I'm cleaning my fingers with a makeup wipe. A makeup wipe is a great way to clean your fingers afterwards. And here I'm putting in some satin glazing liquid on top. And with a brush, I'm just rubbing that on top of all of it so that it kind of seals it. And I thought I would show you the process for that too and just speed it up so you can kind of see. I think later on I did go on top with some acrylic markers to add dots. So this is how it came out. Oops, there we go. I did start on the imaging here and I used watercolor so far. But this is how the background came out. And I did add dots with acrylic markers, these ones. And I think I showed it in my video, actually, about these. They're from Artex. Okay, so it's Sunday night, and I just went to take out the trash, and I saw that I got something, and I'm like, what? I didn't order anything. I couldn't remember what I ordered. And it is a gift. Thank you so much, Precious Burton. I am absolutely blown away. She said she's new to coloring and she really likes my channel. And I'm so happy to hear that. Wow. And I'm very excited because this is something that I recently put on my wish list. I really wanted it. It looked amazing. So I'm going to show you what it is. And she got it for me. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So these are like the size of Ganzi Tambi paints. They're by Artistro. And I love the packaging. They did a set of metallic colors that they're calling Autumn. The Autumn set. I don't know if any of you guys have this. Hold on. There we go. Oh my goodness, look at these. Wow, I don't have any of these in my current Ganzi Tambi. My Ganzi Tambi colors that I have like a white, like a metallic white. I have a bronze, like a excuse me, a brownie bronze and a greenish bronze. But these, as you can see, are totally different. They're by Artistro and they look gorgeous. I love these kind of colors. So I'm very excited. And they give you, wow. Oh, that's nice. They give you like a thing to maybe protect them. I might keep them in this. It's such a cute case, but I was thinking to put them in here in my tower that I showed you guys. So we'll see. But, oh my God, the packaging is so cute. So I'm going to swatch it. They give you a white swatching and a black swatching. So let's get them wet. This is just from Whole Foods. It's a glass bottle and I just keep it on my desk for water. All right, let's see. So they are very easy to work. So that's good. You have to work it, work it, work it. You guys always ask me about how I get my paints to look good. You gotta really work it and not have too much water. Just the right amount of water it has to be. So this is metallic gold. I'm gonna do 2 layers there. Let's try it on the black. Okay, not bad, not bad. I can tell you it's not as opaque as the Caliro, if you're wondering. But it's not bad at all. Okay, great. So let's do the orange. This is called Shine Brown Red. Oh, nice. This one's good. This one is better quality. Wow. I'm very impressed with that one. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, that one is better than the gold, straight up. I'm telling you right now. It's worth it just for this color. Wow. Oh my God, I don't want to waste this paint. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see this one. This is called Shine Raw Gold. So this has glitter in it, like very, very fine mica glitter. Looks like a good quality glitter. Let's see. Wow, very nice. Very, very nice. I cannot believe for the price of these, this is a wonderful value. I'm very impressed. So it's somewhat translucent, you can see. But this, generally, I put this kind of stuff on top of other colors, you know? So that's very nice. For a glittery gold, that's very, very nice. Because you do put it on top of something, you know? So I'm going to bring it up and show you the swatches up in the camera a little bit closer. Hang on. Let's do this. This is called Metallic Hooker's Green. Ooh, wow. This is a good quality one as well. Wow. Very nice. Look at that. This is very opaque. So far, the green and the orange are fantastic. And also this shimmery gold is pretty good. Okay, let's do the red. This is called Shine Wine Red. Wow, this set is stunning. I am so excited about this. I really wanted it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I want this. Just the colors. Ooh, the red is fantastic. Wow, and this is different than all of my Caliro and Finetech reds. This is a different, I don't have this red. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So excited. Look at that. The opacity on these is amazing. Remember, you want to use the right amount of water. Wow. Okay, and the last one, Shine Silver. Wow. The silver is also really nice. And I don't have this kind of, it's like a gunmetal silver. I would call it like a grayish, gray, metallic gray. So look at that. So I don't really color on black paper, although I could use this in a Maria Troll background. It would look great, but I mostly want to see how it looks on the white paper, and I love it. Wow. Look at the shimmery gold one. Wow. And even this one is a beautiful matte finish for the... Now you really need to see these when they're dry, so I will show them to you in the daylight when they're dry. So this next section, I am just showing you whips that I'm working on and how I move from one whip to another. Like I'll do a little bit on each page and then I move on. So this coloring book is Beauty and the Beast. It's a Macmillan classic. And I'm using some acrylic paint pens to cover the lines. They're very thick lines, so I used a thicker marker. These have thick nibs. And I did do a video on these if you're curious about them. But yeah, the lines here are very thick, so I'm just covering them up on her like coat, cloak, and her dress. And then here I am just taking my Langau gold gel pen and covering the lines on the border. The border, I used a metallic Calero watercolor on that, the border of the picture. So I'm just covering the lines with my gold gel pen. That's all I'm doing there. Then I flip to another page in this book. This is a page that I have always wanted to do, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to start it. I'm just showing you how I flip to a different page. I got sick of that one, so I moved to another page. I took an acrylic Artex marker. It's like a metallic, actually, no, it's not a metallic. It's just like a mauve brown pinky color. And I am basically starting on the background, which is like a wallpaper. So I love me a good wallpaper page, very relaxing. And I am just at least starting on this page. And then I kind of got sick of that one and I moved on to this page, which is from my recent Japan coloring book haul. It is called The Temple Within. And one of my viewers told me, oh, this is called folk art type of illustration. So I really like the folk art style of illustration. So apparently that's what this is. So I am just using some acrylic markers, some of my watercolors, my Prima watercolors, some Pentel Pop Matte gel pens. I'm showing you the book there. And I'm using one of my King Art water-based markers, which are my favorite, I think, water-based marker, the King Art. There's a 96 set. I just am using like one of these purpley blues for the background, basically. And I did the entire background. Then I moved on to the Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I'm working on this page. I pulled out my Calero watercolor palette, and I'm using a pink, or a reddish pink to color in the words. And then I'm covering the black lines with an Ohuhu paint pen. And I do have video on those as well. But yeah, I just move from page to page, get sick of one, move to another. And that's how I'm able to kind of finish pages. It helps me a lot because I do get sick of pages pretty quickly. Unless the flow is going, and I know what I'm doing, but I definitely need to take breaks most of the time. Then I'm using some Artex acrylic paint pens to add dots, just to add some interest and some fun there. So you can see, I think I'm using 2 different pinks. Here I moved on to another book called Goddesses, coloring book. And I am basing her dress with alcohol markers. I'm using peach and corals because I want her dress, planning out that her dress will be red, like an orangey red. And I think I'm going to use watercolors actually, but I am basing underneath them with this peachy alcohol marker. And the entire background is actually a Gansey Tambi granulating watercolor. I love the different color effects that it does. And I think the olives and the branches and leaves I did with watercolor. Actually, the branches I did an alcohol marker, but that's what I'm doing there. So I'm just kind of slowly pulling out things, making progress on different pages. Another thing I'm working on is I put these on a tray because I'm using them in a page, and I haven't finished, so I do need to keep them on the side. What's going on is that I have a bag of these old gel pens, AEN Art. And I know a lot of you guys have these. They're very, very inexpensive, but they do dry out like after about 2 years, if in my experience, not all of them. So I do have a bag of these gel pens that I'm trying to finish. And so I found a page in here that I am working on with these gel pens. So that is where I am so far with that. And it's kind of fun to just put it like I'm using these two colors for the leaves. You can see. It's kind of fun to put it like near my bed, and when I don't have energy to like sit up at my craft desk, I can kind of do it in bed, like mindless coloring, but at least I am making progress on a page, so it's fun. So that is something that I am working on. Here I'm showing you two palettes that I bought from Amazon. And I bought them, I love the covers of them. They're very thin tins, and they already come with full pan watercolor pans inside with a magnet. It already comes like this, so it's perfect for filling up with tubes. If you have watercolor tubes, this is perfect to fill them up. So I am using them for my Holbein watercolors that I purchased in Japan. So I bought 2 tins. And they have Van Gogh artwork on top, which I love. So I'm just showing you the tins here, and then I will show you how I fill them up a little bit. And I'll show you how they look at the end. I did have to fill them up twice because the first time, you know, when you fill it up, you fill it to the top, but when it evaporates, it gets shorter, like it gets less in the pan. So here I'm showing you how I'm watching Coloring with Kay, filling up my pans for the second time because the first time, again, it wasn't enough, so I topped them off. So here's what they look like after I finished filling them up. I had to do it in two times because I needed to let it dry, evaporate, and then I was able to top them off. So it took 2 rounds to fill them up. And this is the other one. I'll get the swatches in a minute. So these are all my Holbein. Some of these are granulating. Let me get the swatches. Here they are. So that's the swatches for these. These are granulating, as you could see. Some of these are neon. Not all are granulating. And then I have some of these really cool color shifting chameleon type. And then this palette is this. So a bunch of you guys were asking me what these palettes are. They're custom made by me. As you saw, I put them in here. And the original were tubes that I got in Japan. They were super, super cheap in Japan. Holbein watercolors. Here is yet another page. This is in Lore Olympus coloring book. I'm just showing you how I'm using watercolors because the image is so large, how quickly it is to fill up these large images with watercolor. And I will be going on top with pencils and other stuff, but I just wanted to show you how quickly you can base a page and how it just helps so much. I just love using watercolor. Obviously, the paper has to be somewhat decent for it, but this paper is okay. So I am using watercolors there to base the leaves. And of course, I will be going on top with pencil. But everything you see right now on this page at the moment is just watercolor. So there's no extra things on it at the moment. So this is how it came out. Where is it? Let's see. There we go. This is what it looks like so far. This is just base with watercolors, and I will be going on top with pencil and other stuff. So, and something interesting. So because I've been into this book a lot lately, I decided to go on eBay and buy volume 1 of this book just to see what it's about. I think it's pretty lighthearted and fun. I think it's mostly for young adults and maybe teenagers, but I thought it would be fun just to see what it's about. So I got this for like $5 on eBay. So I'm excited. If any of you guys have read it, let me know. And this image is actually in here right there. There we go. So I would like to do this spread eventually. But anyway, so I wanted to show that to you guys. Guys, I took your suggestion. Thank you to everybody who suggested to put labels on what tray it is. And that has helped me actually. Whoops, one of them is opposite way. Hold on. There we go, pinks. So big thank you to you guys. You guys always have wonderful suggestions and I appreciate you so much. So I wanted you to know that I did take your suggestion to label the trays. And here's another page that I am working on. I pulled out my King Art water-based markers. I'm working in Color Odyssey by Chris Garver. And so far all I've used on this page have been water-based markers, a little pencil on top for the leaves, if you could see there, but water-based marker, acrylic markers, and paint pens. The only place that has pencil is the leaves. You can see how the bottom is a little darker, but I'm just filling up all of that, and I will be going on top of this with pencil, but I'm just showing you how I'm filling up the all the flower petals with this water-based marker. The rest was some acrylic paint pens and metallic watercolor. The gold is metallic watercolors. So that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.